Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So today I did this painting. It's called Secrets in the Sky, and if you'd like to see how I did it, please stay tuned. So I start off with a drawing on tracing paper, and then I transfer it onto my watercolor paper. I do this so that the drawing can be nice and clear and not get my paper all messy. I then outline the drawing in masking fluid to protect it and fill it in with some blue painter's tape, just so that whenever I'm doing my background I can be as messy as I want without worrying about getting any paint on my subjects. Whenever I do the background, I use a lot of water, a lot of paint, but I also used salt and I used isopropyl alcohol to get some different kind of effects and textures, and that's how I did the background. And then whenever I get down to the bottom, I did some trees, which unfortunately I lost the footage of, but I did those with plastic wrap, just in case you're curious. So then I remove the tape and I remove all the masking fluid and I got started on the eyes. And the way I like to paint is by doing lots and lots of layers, and so I just layer and layer and layer, and I let each layer dry before I move on to the next one. I often will hold a piece of paper towel or a whole paper towel or whatever in one hand and dab the water up after I apply a layer, just to kind of speed up the process. Whenever I do it like this, I have to do more layers because with dabbing up the water, I also dab up some of the pigment, and so I have to do more layers this way, but it keeps me busy and I don't get so bored just waiting on paint to dry all the time. I also find that working in layers is really good whenever I want to change different tones up, and just using this technique I also can get some really smooth transitions, so it's really good for skin tones. I tend to not like whenever I have like a lot of the watermarks, you know, where you can see the edge of the water line, I guess. I'm not a big fan of that. I love it in other people's work, but whenever I'm working I just can't stand it. Doing the layering like this, it takes a long time, but I think it gives really nice transitions. So I can go from like a really dark color to a lighter color very smoothly, or I can even, you know, go from one color to the other, have a nice transition. Makes getting shadows easier. I also like doing it this way because I can ease into the darker colors, because, you know, when you start the painting you go super dark right away and it can be kind of scary, so I like to ease into it. I also like to do glazes of other colors, so as you can see on the cheeks, I'm, bringing in some, I guess it would be more like contouring or blush or something, I don't know, but just to kind of give her some more definition in the face, just glazing over them and dabbing up most of the color with the paper towel. I also don't have to worry about being, always being 100% accurate where I lay down my paint, because most of the paint gets picked up in the paper towel anyways, so it kind of just helps me relax and not be too stressed about, where I'm laying down paint and stuff. I can lay it down, decide whether or not I like it, soak it up, try again. So originally when I was planning out this painting, I was thinking I was going to do purple hair, but after I did the background, I thought, purple hair would be too warm and the whole painting overall would just come off really warm and really kind of monotone in a way. So I decided to go with a very bright turquoise color, really just to pop. And here I am going in with a white Prismacolor pencil. I like to go over some of the skin, bring out some highlights. I also really like using the color pencil rather than just leaving the white of the paper, because going over it with a white pencil, it kind of gives you a cooler white rather than just leaving the paper, which would be very warm. And now I'm going in with my dip pen and some black India ink, just giving everything a nice outline and going in and using different drawing techniques like cross hatching and whatnot to darken some shadows and I don't know, just changing the overall look of the painting. Okay, so there's my finished painting, Secrets in the Sky. I hope you like it, and if you enjoyed the video, then please go down below, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to make sure to see my future videos, then subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting new videos soon. The next one I post I think will be me showing you how I made my watercolor palette and possibly also a review of my new Sennelier watercolor paint. So if you want to be sure to see that, then subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye!